Hi everybody, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. We're going to get right into this. As you can see from the thumbnail, and if you follow me on Instagram, I got a new hutch for my dining room. So I had just showed you the pie cupboard and this little dresser here that I've had in my dining room forever. That's where the hutch is going to go, right in that corner. But I've got a few little snacks and a couple things here and there in that cupboard. We're going to put them in this hallway closet. A little bit random, but I'm just trying to get stuff cleared out because that tall cupboard is going to go in the bathroom. I'll show you that in a little bit. So I'm just washing out some extra containers that I had in there. We've tried to reduce a lot of our snacks. I keep stuff in the fridge. There's fresh fruit. I make homemade different healthy snacks here and there. So I only have a little bit of stuff to move into the hallway. And I could have rearrange some cabinets or a cabinet in the kitchen, but I decided not to do that. So for now, it's just going in the hall closet. It'll be okay. What I neglected to say is that Frank was literally, first of all, this video takes place over a couple days, but Frank was literally putting the hutch together as I was quickly taking things out of the cupboard and that dresser that I have in the dining room and emptying things out and just getting the snacks in that hall closet organized. I will show the finished result in a minute. I could tweak it here and there, but who knows. But anyway, I'm appreciative to have that closet, and I at least have a place to put stuff, right? Because once he put that hutch together, he wants to move it in there and, make sure it fits okay and everything is where it's supposed to be. So I think this came out pretty good for doing some quick shifting of things, and I'll show you in a minute what it came out like. So I was almost thinking about putting some of my snacks in here, but I kind of like how everything's organized here. My breakfast stuff, my baking things. So I decided on the hallway closet, and we'll just leave that be. All right, so I have a few of the snacks in here. I think there's a container behind. Yeah, there is a container behind there. So not a real lot, a few things. And I have extra cleaners and some other things on the Lazy Susan. I just put all the containers that I cleaned there for now. Will they go in the cellar? They might, but I don't think I have a lot of room for those down there. Some of the dog food for Sophie, extra paper plates and napkins. And I would probably switch this up a little bit, but for now, I had to do it really quickly because once Frank moves in that hutch, I wanted everything to be empty. So at least it looks halfway decent. All right, you will have to let me know your thoughts. So this is where I put, let me back up. This is where I put the pie cupboard or cabinet, whatever you want to call it. And I want to keep the door open so I can display things. However, it's a little bit in the way of the window. Yet, as Frank says, it's really in nobody's way. I tried it flush against the wall. It stuck out too much. So I'm going to leave it like this for now. The only other place I could put it is upstairs in a bathroom where it really wouldn't be seen. And I mean, it's not a bad thing. I just don't really want to get rid of it yet. So I'm still liking it. I've had it forever. But, I decorated it quickly. And actually, this came out kind of cute too. Just a couple towels and little things there. And I've got some lavender sitting in a bowl. And I have my washer dryer. I decorate the top of that. I want to get a wooden shelf and replace that one day. But anyway, so let me know your thoughts, like I said, on this look. I think I can get away with it. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. All right, so my new hutch is right to the right of me. And this is another day. My husband, being the great guy that he is, he took away this table here. And I have a table here. I ended up moving that dresser that I keep in the corner where the hutch now is. Moved it over here. I was gonna put the hutch here to get rid of that. But when you were in the kitchen looking in, it stuck out a lot. It didn't look good, guys. So, and I do like it where we're putting it, because when you come into the dining room, that's what you really see. It really stands out. Got all my stuff here. He took a leaf to the store so he could match the stain. And yeah, that's about it. So I think everything will come together. Everything will pretty much match. So we are out in my garage and we had this happen. Poor Frank came out. It was going to be a quick, you know, strip the tops and restain them. And this is what he got. We matched my table. And of course the new hutch is pretty much the same as the table. And this is what we got on the top once he put the stain on. Stripped them and put the stain on, and that's what happened. So that was a fail. So long story short, we got a paint for the top that's like a light, like a brownish. I should have brought the paint samples out. And then like a beige for the bodies of these pieces of furniture that we're trying to save. I brought the paint samples out. So this one is called Atlantis Pearl. These are all from Home Depot. So we're thinking of doing the body this color. Oh, I can't tell over there, but anyway, it's not real different than what I had. And then on the top, do this harvest brown. So it would kind of be like that. And that hopefully will kind of flow with the table and the hutch. Fingers crossed. So this table was the one that was in my bathroom. You know where I put the pie cupboard or the tall cabinet there? Yeah, so I just put it here. Whoops, in front of the, or next to the door, and I thought that looked kind of cute for now. Who knows, it could move, you never know. All right, I think I may have missed my sunlight kind of a thing, if you know what I'm talking about. Like for filming, I had to, I'm putting the shade up a little bit to give it a little bit of brightness, and then if I turn the light on, you can't see. But anyway, this is how the table came out. I pretty much kept my decor the same, but I really wanted you to see the contrast of the colors. This piece here, the color that we picked, and I'll link those as well as linking the hutch, pretty much stayed a similar color. And I decided to do the two-tone to kind of make it stand out a little bit, and I think it looks really, really nice. You guys have probably seen my decor before. Let me come at this angle. If I lower that, you can sort of see the difference in the color. Sorry, my chairs are all over the place. It's a very tricky room to film. So that's how that piece came out. We added the black hardware because the hardware on the hutch is black. And this is how this piece here came out. If you remembered, it was kind of like weathered all over the place. Basically, we're just trying to salvage these two pieces so I don't have to go out and spend a ton of money. I love the detail on the bottom. It's so pretty. Tried the hutch here to get rid of that, as I mentioned, and it stuck out when you were in the kitchen. It looked really silly. So we're gonna leave it like that. I'll try to tidy those up or put a lamp there or something. Haven't figured that out yet, people. Maybe a plate rack up here. Frank spray painted the hardware black as well. So I think it looks really sharp. Once again, maybe once you guys see it, you'll be able to see it a little better. When I'm filming, it's a little iffy. But anyway, I like my decision of the two-tone, and I think it came out really pretty and looks like new. All right, so here is my hutch. It's a very tight room to film. Anyway, 8-foot ceilings. So if you are looking for a smaller hutch, this is the one for you, I'm telling you. It's 65 inches high. It will be linked, don't worry. They do have one that's taller. These will be coming down. We just didn't have the time, guys, and then you'd have to patch them and paint them, and by the time I got that video out, it could be summer. So anyway, help me decorate this. Let's go. All right, so like I said, I have a lot of rectangular things going on in this room. So I thought the arch really broke it up. They have these slow, I forgot what you call it, slow closing doors. And I'll tell you what, Frank knows construction. I tell you what, for the price, this was made really well. It's a company called Mopio, or Mopio. I'm gonna say Mopio, M-O-P-I-O. Amazon, Walmart, and I think Wayfair. I believe all three of those had this. But this company had a sale. They had to start getting rid of some stuff. It was like $100 less. I said, okay. The reviews were great. I think there was one bad one. And it's the perfect size. Like I said, if you don't have a big home, you don't have a huge room, big, tall ceilings. If I got the taller one, the next one up, it would just look out of proportion with everything here, I think. So anyway, okay, so let's get started here. I've got a few things. I'm not going to overload it, and it's a smaller hutch, so there's not like a ton of room, but enough for me, to be honest with you. I had to do a lot of quick moving of things around, as you noticed from that pie cover that was in the corner, this, that. So once this came in, I decorated it within like a half an hour. It was the weirdest thing, and I pretty much kept it the same. You know, next thing you know, summer will be coming, so I'm not going to go too crazy. I've got some green plates, as you just saw. I've got this planter from the Goodwill. A lot of these things you've probably seen before. You know, I'm a big advocate, if you are new here, of reusing things, repurpose, okay? So I've got the full plant in there, and I'm just going to put that there. Apparently glazed pottery is coming back. Yeah, I like it a lot, and I like that it has the brown up here. But let me tell you, this matches my table so well, it almost looks like it was bought together. It's really weird, I tell you. So anyway, okay, so what's next? We got on either side, I'm gonna put my, you know, I like a little bit of gold. In the summer though, I do like silver for some unknown reason. I'm not sure why, but put those like that. And then I'm just gonna put, I had my gold watering can on the top, but I think I'm gonna put this pear that I've had forever, but I like the detail. And I'm bringing out a lot of the green. My husband's home, I'm not sure, he just turned the water on outside. I'm not sure if you heard that. You may hear those noises. Why is it every time you film things go on, right? All right, so in the middle, I've got this beautiful picture a friend of mine gave me years ago. It is from a place at the Cape. I believe it's Seidenstricker. I forgot what part of the Cape Cod it's in. But it's basically they crush different dishes and things like that and make things out of all the plates. I mean, there's anything you can think of they make, and the colors that you can pick from to match your decor is unbelievable. I actually haven't been there in years, but it's really, really a nice place. I'm gonna stick the hydrangea here. And we got a lot of the green popping out, right? I think that's nice. I kind of wish there was a light up here. I wonder if I could get a little sticky thing that goes up there. All right, and then the bottom. So being a smaller hutch, there's not, like, I'm not going to overcrowd this. And you know me, I don't like a lot of stuff anyway. So we're just going to put a couple cookbooks, I think, like this. And I've got a couple plates. Actually, want to see something? I love the polka dot. We're going to put the watering can in the plates here. Yeah, I had this over here and it looked cute. A lot of brass going on, but I thought it would look cute down here instead. And then we're just going to put, very simple, guys. Not a ton of stuff. I love that this has the pattern to it. It breaks it up with the faux succulent. Good, Heidi. This is it. This is all I'm putting in. I love it. I hope you like it too. I'm not going to show you a lot of what's in these drawers here because I want to do probably an organization kind of a video. But I've got my table protector, my tablecloths, some of the Christmas, I think napkins and dish towels in there. But look at this. Easy close, slow close, I forgot what you call it. I'm sure I'll remember it once the video ends. But I tell you what, for what I paid, the quality was really, really good. And like I said, it does come, I think I said, it does come taller. Yeah, so I just think it fits my dining room perfect. I really do. It adds just enough to kind of update it a little bit, and my pieces look like new. So you don't have to spend a ton of money. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It took place, like I said, over a couple days. Love my new hutch. It's just what the room needed, I think. And sometimes it doesn't have to take a lot of money to refresh a room. Sometimes you can't do it all at once. I still have to decide on some wall hangings. I've got to take those down, and Frank will patch those holes and repaint that. So it's still not totally done, but I figured I better get this video out before it's time for summer and you know, time just flies by. So let's take a peek at the whole dining room. I hope to see you soon, everybody. Have a great day.